Why do some religious people constantly criticize and spread hatred towards other religions? What are the psychological and spiritual reasons behind their behavior? We're going to look at three main reasons. If you're interested with this topic, stay tuned till the end of the video. Hi, I'm Radhika Lakshmanan. I'm a karma transformational guide, and I help people to break their negative karmic patterns and heal their emotional wounds using unique hypnosis method and reprogram their whole energy and subconscious mind. And I also teach advanced meditation course. So let's start. So why do some religious people constantly belittle other religions, nitpick on them, and spread hatred towards other religions? Number one, jealousy, envy. Let's look at it in detail. Why? Okay, let me give you a simple psychology, all right? A very happy, fulfilled, joyful, wise religious people will never waste their time to criticize other religions, to nitpick on other religions, to belittle or spread hate towards other religions, because they are so focused on themselves, they're so focused on their happiness, and they feel so fulfilled and happy and joyful, and there's so much wisdom within them to the extent they have no time to focus on other religions. They have no time to nitpick on other religion. Okay? However, when some of these religious people feel extremely unhappy, miserable, restricted, or some of their prayers might not have been fulfilled, okay, they are the ones who will consistently nitpick on other religions, consistently belittle, criticize other religions, because they're so unhappy. Okay, they're so unhappy, they're so unfulfilled. Okay, maybe in their religion there might be many restrictions, lack of freedom, unhappiness. Therefore, when they see people from other religion having so much of freedom and having so much of joy, it triggers them, it annoys them. It shows them that something is not right with their religion. So rather than doing a deep self-reflection about it or questioning their own religion, they begin to go around and criticize and belittle other people's religion, and people from other religion. Okay? So, they belittle and put down other religions in order to show their religions as something superior and better. Okay? They belittle and put down other religions to show their religion as something superior, which means they are not able to spread the greatness of their own religion without belittling other religion. How weak can that person be? The person, let's not talk about their religion, the people who are spreading hatred. How weak those people can be, how immature and unintelligent those people can be. Their religion would have taught them kindness, love, and positive teachings, but these people, they don't have the maturity to understand their own religion's teachings. They are not convinced, but they will never admit it. They will never admit it, and they will never do self-reflection or question their own religion. Instead, they go and question other people's religion. So they constantly go and humiliate other religion, pull down other religion, get into an unhealthy debate. Let me give you an example, some other example. Okay, let's say a lady, let's say a lady or a man, okay, they are having a small car. So the moment their neighbor has a better and bigger car, immediately some of these people become jealous, become envious. Some of them might keep quiet, meanwhile some others might deliberately humiliate their neighbors' cars. They might say, oh, having a small car is much better. Even though my car is small, it's much better. I can save more money. What is the reason to have bigger car and having bigger loans, wasting money? Look at the car, so ugly. You can't maintain it for a long term. Have you seen such people? When some of them have small jewelry and when their neighbor or friend or relative have bigger jewelry, immediately they will criticize them. Oh, what is so great about her? She looks so ugly with that jewelry. She doesn't look nice. Have you seen such thing? So if a group of people who's sitting, okay, let's say a group of people who are sitting, they have similar mindset, similar lifestyle, and suddenly when they see another person who joins them, who's living a lifestyle which is totally different from theirs, their lifestyle, their mindset, maybe they are living a life that is outside the societal norms, but the person is looking extremely happy and peaceful and joyful. Now what happens? This group of people immediately will feel uncomfortable, triggered, because the other person's joy reminds them of their own unhappiness. If they're truly happy in their life, they're not going to feel triggered. But if they are not happy and they were pretending to be happy and trying to convince themselves that they are happy, and when they see somebody else living a life full of freedom, joy and happiness, who do not have the similar mindset as them, they will immediately get triggered. They might try to criticize the person. Am I right? Or humiliate that person. Might come up with excuses to call that person crazy. Because why? The ego always feels threatened by something that is different. The ego. Misery loves company. What do I mean misery loves company? When someone is miserable, unhappy, they want people around them to be miserable as well. They cannot see other people happier. So when some of these religious people, they feel restricted, unhappy. And when the moment they see people from other religion are so happy and have so much of freedom, they immediately want to pull them down. They immediately will try to force them to join their religion, or might try to manipulate them to join their religion. Okay, because the other person's difference and happiness is triggering them. So if they manage to manipulate people from other religion to join their religion, now everybody are suffering together. So everybody, they have the shared misery. So they don't have to feel bad about it, They don't have to face the truth about themselves, about their unhappiness, because everybody are as miserable as them. But if there's only one group of people who's extremely happy and so much of freedom, then it triggers them because it forces them to face the truth about their own happiness. So the ego usually will feel threatened by difference. Anything different, it finds it dangerous. Number 2, religious narcissist. So who are these religious narcissists or spiritual narcissists? Religious narcissists or spiritual narcissistic people, they use religious concept, they twist and turn their religious teachings and concept to mislead people, to manipulate people, to spread to spread hate and create conflicts and take advantage of people. This particular type of religious narcissist, religious narcissists actually are not religious. Religious or spiritual narcissists are not religious. They pretend to be religious. In the public, they pretend to be religious. However, behind the closed doors, they behave totally opposite to whatever has been taught in their religion. Religious narcissists are extremely mean, cruel, selfish, immature. But in the public, they will pretend to be very kind, very wise, very mature, very truthful or honest. They are number one liars. So they twist and turn their religious concept to fit their agenda, to spread hatred towards other religion and to create major conflicts. So this particular religious narcissists, they are the one who bring bad name or bad reputation to their whole community, to their whole religion. See, people from their religion might be very kind, loving, honest, but this small group of religious narcissists, they are the one who bring bad reputation to the whole community, to their whole religion. The founder of that particular religion would have taught them love, kindness, peace. However, a religious narcissist will do the total opposite. They will spread hate, commit violence, and create major conflicts in the name of religion and God. They twist and turn their religious concept and teachings and mislead the people in their religious community. They will get into unhealthy debate with people from other religion. Now, I want to ask you something. What is the reason to debate with people from other religion? Why do you want to debate about other religion? Why can't they focus only on their religion? Why? If they want to spread the greatness of their religion, that's perfectly okay. Am I right? That's perfectly welcomed. But what is the reason to debate about other religion? Why can't they focus only on their religion? And that's because there is truth in other religion as well. There is truth in other religion as well. Can be any religion. So the truth in other religion triggers these people, triggers them, threatens them, because they strongly believe that only their religion is true. So when they see some sort of depth, wisdom, truth in other religion, it triggers them, it threatens them. It threatens their identity. They are attached to their religious identity. The attachment to their religious identity, it becomes part of their ego. When the ego gets threatened, it feels like death. Since they only believe that only their religion is true, and when they begin to suspect consciously or subconsciously, that there's some truth in other religion as well, and that's one of the reasons people from certain religion are much happier or their prayers are getting fulfilled, immediately they feel threatened. And they go around, create major conflicts, get into unnecessary fight and debate to humiliate other religion. No wise, loving people will get involved in such immature activities. Only immature people will get involved in such activities. They will be engaged in such negative activities. They have no maturity, no wisdom, because religious narcissists pretend to be religious. They are not religious. I have seen genuinely, truly religious people from multiple religions. And they are very wise, they are very respectful, they are very kind, they are very loving. But this particular group, one group of religious narcissists from their religion, will bring bad reputation to their whole community and will brainwash their followers, manipulate their followers to look at people from other religion as enemies, as rivals. They call people from other religion as demons or demonic. Anything that is not aligned with their belief system, they immediately label it as demon, devil. Because that's the ego. As I said, the ego feels threatened by anything that is different. Anything that is different, the ego will perceive it as crazy, weirdo, negative, insane, or ridiculous, or BS. That's how the ego operates. What is ego? Ego is the attachment to your or identification with our own thoughts and mind. When we think that we are only our thoughts, that we are only our beliefs, that's what we call as ego. The false identity. And these particular religious narcissists also have fear. They have fear that people from their own religion will feel attracted towards other religion. So they have lots of fear there. So they consistently will create hatred towards other religions because they don't want people from their religion to follow other religious practices, other faith. And these are the people too who might force and manipulate people from other religions to join their religion. As I said, misery loves company. They might say, oh, I want you to experience the happiness that I'm experiencing. But happy people don't go around to spread hate and create conflicts. Am I right? What is the reason for one person to go and debate about other religion? What are they trying to prove? Why don't you just speak the greatness of your own religion? Because they're so unhappy. Number 3, hidden political agenda. Earlier we spoke about religious narcissists, am I right? Now we will speak about religious narcissists who are politicians. Now, you have to understand how religious narcissists who are politicians work, how they brainwash their people. In order to manipulate their people from their religious community, they will have to instill fear in them. They will have to convince their religious community that their religion is under some kind of threat, that other religion is a threat for their own religion. So they will create this fake story or half-truth stories to convince people from their religious community that their religion is under some kind of threat. So they will instill fear in them. Once they have successfully instilled that fear in them, these politicians who are religious narcissists will present themselves as the savior of their religion, as the savior of their own religious community. If you vote for me, I will save our religion. I will make sure that the other religion will not be a threat for all of us. They create this illusion, this false fear, false story. And brainwash people from their own religious community because they want to win over their votes. They want to win in the election. I have seen this story many times with politicians, okay? Politicians from all over the world, from many different countries. It's almost the similar types of stories. I studied those politicians who use religion as a weapon to win the elections. To win the elections. Okay? So those innocent people, they'll easily believe these politicians. Because these politicians who are religious narcissists will pretend to have in-depth religious knowledge. But in reality, those religious narcissists, especially those politicians, are not religious at all. Behind the closed doors, they might be doing some other hanky-panky job that is against their religious practices. They pretend to be kind, they pretend to be noble, honest, but in reality they are extremely mean, cunning, selfish, manipulative, and narcissistic. So they spread hatred towards other religions among their religious community for their own selfishness. And they pretend to be their saviors, the saviors of their own religion. In reality, these people, this particular type of politicians, are the one who's destroying their own religion. They are the number one destroyers of their own religion. See, the problem is many religious people, irrespective of any religion, many religious people, they do not have in-depth religious knowledge. They might have studied, they might have memorized it from book, but they don't have true wisdom. They don't understand it from a place of higher consciousness. They're just memorizing it like memorizing some biology, some other subject. They don't truly understand it. They don't have in-depth understanding about their religion. Hence, this religious narcissist use that as an opportunity to take advantage of them, to manipulate these people and brainwash these people by twisting and turning their religious concepts. And innocent people will easily fall for their tricks. Okay, so religious narcissists are not religious. They pretend to be religious. Alright, so next time when somebody wants to come and argue with you, when someone wants to come and debate with you, know that that person is a miserable person, unhappy person, not a wise person. He just twists and turns his own religious concept to fit his own agenda. He's trying to get your own reaction, to trigger you, so that you become reactive, aggressive, violent. And then he will use your reaction to prove to the whole world that you are crazy, that you are insane, that you are immature and ignorant. Only defend your beliefs if it is necessary, and especially if you have in-depth knowledge about it. I've seen many of them from many different types of religion. It's not just one religion. These people, religious narcissists, can exist in any religion. So be careful, be cautious, be aware of these patterns. So let me know what you think about this topic. If you like this topic, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me thumbs up and please share it with others. People need to know the truth about this religious narcissist, please. Thank you.